Today is Monday, April 26th. Just a reminder that we will be taking our Math Ohio State test next week. The week of May 3rd through May 6th. Today, we are going to be able to create box plots and gather information from box plots to answer questions. So given a box plot, we can find information from them. You should have already completed Math Olympics event number 13. We are running towards the end. Okay, so if your class is in first place, keep it up. If you're not in first place yet right now, keep doing the best that you can to help your classmates win. If you don't have a chance of getting first place against the people you are competing against, remember that each week we have the highest total points gets to challenge a teacher to do something. Your homework tonight will be Math Excel 15-4. Let's go ahead and get started on box plots. Box plots show 5 boundary values. To find the boundary values, first put the data values in numerical order. So here is our data set. We're going to be talking about basketball. So basketball points scored per game. The data set in numerical order. So these numbers are already in order. This is an interesting basketball team because one game they scored 5 points. In a different game, they scored 80 points. I would say that's some bad shooting on a game like this. These are the values that we need to find. So, minimum.
The minimum is 5.
In your notes, make sure next to minimum you put the smallest number. So next to minimum, put smallest number. You have maximum.
The maximum is 80.
The maximum here is 80, which is the largest number. So next to maximum on your data set, put largest number. The middle of the data set, something we already know how to find, that is the median. So make sure you put median on your guided notes, the middle of a data set.
The middle value of the data set is 47.
Again, the middle or the median of this data set is 47. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers to the right of the median, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers to the left of the median. That gives us 47 as the middle. Those first 3 should have been pretty easy. Now make sure we understand how to find the middle of the lower half and the middle of the upper half here.
The lower half of the data set is everything less than the middle value. The middle value of the lower half is 32.
The key for this is it is all numbers lower than the middle of the data set or the median. So we are not including 47 here. So we have 5 to 45. We're finding the middle of that or the median of this. So our answer is 32. 32. Why don't you try to find the middle of the upper half on your own now.
The upper half of the data set is everything greater than the middle value.
Now again, anything greater...
The middle value of the upper half is 74.
Anything greater than the median. So 56 to 80, we're not including that 47. All right, great job there. Let's go ahead and work to the next problem. For this one, and which is on your guided notes, I want you to order the data set. Here's your data. Order them from least to greatest, then label the 5 boundary values, which were there here. Let's put these in order. The hardest part about doing this is making sure that you do not forget any of them. When you rewrite them, go ahead and count how many you rewrote and count the original amount in the data set. That'll make sure that you did not forget any. I'm going to go ahead and try to find the median now. I'm going to cross them out, cross 2 out, cross 2 out, cross 2 out, cross 1 out, cross 1 out. My median, the middle of the data set, should be 35. The minimum is the smallest number, which is 5. The maximum is 91. That gives me the middle of the upper half is 60. Did I do this right here? Something doesn't look right. Yeah, that's 68. And this is 21. So, not including this 35, I have 2 over here, and I have 2 over here. There we go. Hopefully you got that for your answer. And we'll go ahead and move on to the next one. Here in the key concept, we're going to create a box plot.
We had a good game today. A great game. 37 points. That's the way I like to see our offense run.
37? Got it. I see only 2 weeks ago you didn't even score a touchdown. Why so much better today?
I'd say good coaching.
A box plot shows the distribution of the data set by making 5 boundary points where data occur along the number line. Unlike a dot plot or histogram, a box plot does not show frequency. The data set shown here represents the football game scores.
Here are all of the scores. We cannot find the box plots with just this information because we need to list them in order from least to greatest. So our data set here.
Make sure to order the data first to find the values you need to make the box plot.
Now our data values are in order from least to greatest. So we can accurately find the medians, the min, the max, and the lower and upper middle. With this data, we need to find a scale because a box plot is on a number line.
The minimum value in this data set is 6. The maximum value in this data set is 39. So you can make the scale number line from 0 to 40. You are graphing the number of points scored per game. So the unit for the scale is points scored.
This is a good scale because our minimum is 6 That gives us space in between 0 and 6. Our max is 39. Gives us a little bit of space. I would say anything from 0 to 40, 0 to 50 would be a good scale. Now, with this scale, we can identify our different points. Let's first find the minimum and maximum scores. The minimum would be 6, the maximum would be 39, so they're going to talk about that here.
The minimum score is 6 points. So make a dot above 6. And the maximum score is 39 points. So make another dot above 39.
We start with our endpoints, so your minimum is going to have a dot. Your maximum is going to have a dot. The other three things we need to find the median. So the middle number, in this case, is going to be 29. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers. 29 is my minimum, or my median. Then my upper middle is going to be 35. 2 and 2, not including my median. And 18 is going to be my lower middle. Those three values are going to create your box. So follow along here.
The middle score is 29 points. So make a dot on the scale above 29. The middle of the lower scores is 18 points. So make a dot on the scale above 18. The middle of the higher scores is 35 points. So make a dot on the scale above 35. Now draw the box that shows the middle 50% of the data. And add a line in the box to mark where the middle data value is.
Our box in our box plot is created by 3 different values. Your middle dot inside your box is your median, your middle number. And we draw a line to represent the midway point. The right side of our box is the median, or the middle of the upper values. And this is the middle of our lower values. Next, we're going to go into the whiskers.
Draw a line connecting the dot to the minimum score to the dot in the middle of the lower scores. This whisker contains the data value 17 points. Draw another line connecting the dot to the middle of the higher scores to the dot for the maximum score. This whisker contains the data value 37 points.
Great. So now this is called a box plot. Some people call it a box and whisker plot. Sometimes I even call it the cat plot. Looks like a cat. All right, now we're going to talk about our sections inside of our box plot.
Let's see how the data is distributed in a box plot. The dots on the box plot are at the minimum, maximum, middle value, and middle values of both halves of the scores. The box is around the middle 50% of the scores, and the inner line marks the middle score. The box plot divides the data set into 4 sections. When you align the box plot on the scale, the graph becomes spread out according to the locations of the 5 boundary values. Even though the 4 sections have different lengths on the scale, each section still represents 25% of the data.
This part is important. Again, even though this whisker is longer than this whisker, they are both 25% of the data. When you have a stray data like this, 6 points, you're going to have a long whisker. Sometimes we'll use the middle 50%. That would be talking about just this right here. The upper 50% would be from the median to the max. The lower 50% would be from the median to the min. I'm not sure why that noise of opening a book sounds like that. It sounds like a creaking door. I don't think I've ever heard a book being opened sound like that. Who knows? I want you to go ahead and answer these three questions, A, B, and C, using this box plot. Use the box plot to answer the questions. A, what is the reading speed in the exact middle of the data? So the exact middle of the data is right here, our line. We bring it down. It's in between 180 and 200, which is 190. Words per minute. That is 190. I can't draw right now. Not sure why. B says, how many words does the slowest reader read per minute? That would be our slowest, so the minimum, which is 60. C is probably the more challenging one. How many words do the middle 50% of the readers read per minute? So remember, the middle 50% is your box. So that's 120 to 230 words per minute. There is how you create box plots and how you can gather information from a box plot. Do the best you can on your Math Excel assignment, and please let me know if you have any questions. Have a wonderful rest of your day.